Lawmakers are considering changing Missouri's film tax credits in hopes of attracting bigger movie and TV productions. 40 films have been produced in the state since that program began about 3 years ago. Right now, the state has two pots of money for the 50% tax credit, $8 million each for TV projects and movies each year. But proposed legislation would combine it into one $16 million pool. A film producer says that split is keeping big projects away.
People hear tax credits, they think it's a government handout, especially when it has to do with Hollywood, when this is actually a performance-based credit and that is not issued until the money is spent and audited in the state.
Now, Payne says Missouri will have to eventually grow the cap to stay competitive with other states. The House committee is now expected to vote on this bill tomorrow.